It's come down to this. The very last one on Revolution. Until we get the deluxe in the year, I'm sure. Defier. Let me actually load the video up first and continue with the intro then. My goodness. It's been a wild ride, and there have been a lot of things I've had to say about this album. I will give kind of a rounded out thought after this song plays. I really hope this is a strong closer. I think this album has had a very, very strong opening and a lot of gems throughout, and then a couple of takes that I will, like I said, express at the end. But I'm really hoping for a strong finish here. Death Defier. I think I've said the title about 50,000 times, so let me just go ahead and play it. Here we go. Let's do it. Last one. It's been a wild ride.
I'm pushing past the limit, from dusk till dawn every minute. It's burning down to the wire. I'm a death defier.
Ooh, that's a fun riff. That's a really singy kind of riff. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. The drums sound good here. I like it. I like the moving bass. Okay. Oh, I see where this is going.
Got my hands on the wheel. I got faith of steel. Good luck taking me down. Take a good look, son. Get a load of me now. Force and flames. High octane. Here I come. Better get out my way. I'm pushing past all the limits.
Okay, I hear it. The riff is also the vocal melody.
I'm a death defier. Just out here daring the devil.
That's a cool line. Also a cool line.
Can't get any higher. I'm a death defier.
It's not like brutal heavy, but it's super fun. This is really cool.
All the fearless ones, all the fallen sons, glory that never fades, cause they play with pain and a trail of blaze. Force and flames, high octane, here I come, better get out my way. I'm pushing past all the limits, from dusk till dawn every minute. It's burning.
Trying to guess the riff.
I'm a death defier, just out here daring the devil. Got my left foot on the pedal, red line can't get any higher. I'm a death defier.
Come here, Seth. One last time. I like that movement, son.
Force and flames, high octane. Here I come, better get out my way.
Hello, bass.
I'm a death defier. I'm pushing past all the limits.
Did I hear a little
Till dawn every minute. It's burning down to the wire. I'm a death defier. Just out here daring the devil. Got my left foot on the pedal. Red line can't get any higher. I'm a death defier. I was wanted. Get out of my way.
I like the scream, backing vocal.
I'm a death defier.
Oh, does that mean it's over? Well, I think that just about sums up what my overall feel on this album is. It's always good when you're sad it's over. My goodness, that was a ride. I felt like I was in like a I felt like I was in an old school convertible, like driving through the desert with John in the front seat singing and Seth next to me playing the riff. Where was Jen? Oh my gosh. Where was Jen on this album, dude? This is probably the least I think she's been around. I know she had 2 lines in Showtime, at least major that I picked out. She could have had harmonies. But I feel like she's such in a backseat on this album. That's my one thing. Where are you, Jen? When she did pop up, she made me smile really big. So this is really cool. I'm looking at all these songs, trying to remember and process my feelings of them all. I really enjoyed listening to this all the way through. And this final stretch of, honestly, from Ash in the Wind to Death Defier, I think is really fantastic. I can say that confidently. The only issue I have with any song here is just the production dip in Fire Inside of Me, to be honest with you. Because Unpopular and then All That Matters came out, I noticed a production difference that All That Matters is not as punchy and crisp as Unpopular. And there's a lot of producers credited on multiple of these songs, and not all of them are on the same one. So that has really, I think, lent itself to kind of bleed through on the final product. There's a certain sound that they nailed for most of these songs. I think the only ones that really suffer are Fire Inside of Me and All That Matters. And Not Afraid. Not Afraid kind of, I think those are all produced by the same people. I'm actually going to look that up. Okay, so I'm reading it here. I picked these songs out. Seth Mosley is Showtime, Unpopular, Defector, Happy Wedding Day, and Death Defier, which really adds, and Revolution actually has a different engineer altogether, which actually really makes sense because Revolution sounds good. It sounded like a bit of a middle ground though, so not exactly the same. So I think I might just be partial to the mixing job that Seth Mosley has done because I know he has worked with them for a long time, more so than Brian Howes has in recent years. If anyone doesn't know who that is, Brian Howes produced Comatose, and he did production on Unleashed as well. I'm not sure if he did mix and master jobs on that, but I do know he was responsible for Comatose pretty much in its greatness, and I think they brought him back to try and recapture some of that. And I think sonically, the way the songs are written really encompasses that. I get a lot of Comatose vibes in Fire Inside of Me, Ash in the Wind, which was Ash in the Wind is a Corey song production. So I like the contributions to the writing, but I just think the production is too different to flow with that. I get taken out of the album a little bit. I don't want to harp on that too much. The songs themselves are still great. I really liked what I heard. It's just something I definitely wanted to make note of because I know I was showing it in my reactions. So, talking about the songs themselves, Showtime is a really, really fun opener. I can see myself having a lot of fun with that song. It feels like Unpopular with a bit more of a home vibe, if that makes sense. Feels a little bit more in that kind of Skillet bag. Not Afraid, probably my least favorite if I'm being honest, and I didn't want it to be, but I just think the lyrics kind of drag that one down. Even though there's really, really good stuff musically and a lot of really solid ideas, I just don't really find myself connecting to the lyrics like it's saying anything that I've not heard before. So Revolution, the title track, really cool, really fun, different sounding. Youth Year is probably the contributor there to the difference in sound. I haven't heard any works by them before, but this is the one song they're credited on, so I can kind of guess that the influence comes from there, and I like it. I think it makes the title track stand out, and it's got a unique flair to it that I can see myself really liking in the future. A couple of really good lyric lines in there as well. Ash in the Wind is a really cool song. I have full thoughts on that song in its own separate video, and that's really not changed. So I'll keep my opinion on that one brief. It's largely the same. I think it's classic sounding, probably the best out of the 3 singles, and really, really love the ending with Jen. I cannot stress that enough, but this song should have gotten a solo. Solo-wise, I think they were actually really, really evenly balanced here. I found myself not yearning for it as much as I had on previous albums, Dominion and Victorious. I think they definitely delivered when they came around, and it was a lot of fun. Most of them had good movement to them, so I was not left in that, I wanted more kind of mindset. Fire Inside of Me, I really liked it. I think kind of what I was saying before. I don't think there's much more new things I can say about it at this point. I like the ideas in it a lot, and it will probably grow on me as I get used to the production. It's a bit of a shock on first listen. We'll just go with it and see kind of how my opinion formulates over time. Defector, I'm going to call it, it's my favorite, because nothing, that emotional reaction and the comforting lyrics, the I will stand by your side and I will never leave, my goodness, that is just resonating, and it's exactly the reason why I love Skillet. It's well written, well crafted, and the melodies are beautiful. Happy Wedding Day is just a gem, written for such a special purpose, and I love that it's included, and I thank Skillet for giving us the privilege to hear it, because I know how personal the song it is, and I am just so grateful that we get to experience it as well. And Defier has such a cool attitude on it, honestly. I just think that's a great way to take it out. If we're not going like heavy back to life resistance kind of vibe, if we're gonna kind of alternate and switch it up, I think that was really well done. So I will overall say I am quite pleased with the album. I'm gonna go back and listen to it more. I will try and get these reactions up for you guys as soon as possible. Skillet, if you come across this by chance, I love you so much. Thank you for bringing this album at a time where it just really was needed. And I can't wait to hear these songs more and just fall in love with them even more than I did on first listen. So thank you guys for sharing this. Excellent job. And anything I say to the contrary is only meant in a constructive manner. And it's because I know this band like the back of my hand, you know, that's why I really look deeply into their music, because the bar is so high. So I'm going to wrap this up now. Thank you guys so much for coming along this journey with me. I hope you enjoyed the full album reaction. It's been quite a long time. It was really fun doing it again, and I am super glad that I caught my initial reactions to these songs. Let me know what you thought down below. I'm eager to hear. And yeah, I don't know what's coming next, but I will catch you guys back whenever it does. So have a great one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the album. And yeah, until next time, peace.